Good evening. I would like to call the Village Board meeting of April 2nd to order, please. May we have the roll call?
Mayor Ron is absent tonight. Mayor Pro Tem Klebanow.
Present.
The clerk's here. Trustee Emery.
Here.
Trustee Fleming.
Here.
Trustee Nero.
Here.
Trustee Scott.
Here.
Trustee Seneca.
Here.
Manager Searle.
Here.
Attorney Zemanek.
Here.
Police Chief Mulhern.
Here.
Acting Fire Chief Weiss.
Here.
IT Manager Liljeburg is here. Public Works Director May.
Here.
Acting Finance Director Parker.
Here.
Human Resource Director Casey. Acting Community Development Director Malik. Public Works Water Department Supervisor Ramsey and the Crankers.
Okay, thank you. I'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Village Board minutes, Board to consider approving the minutes of the Committee of the Whole meeting held March 15th and the Village Board of March 19th. May I have a motion to approve?
So moved, Seneca.
Second, Emery.
Okay, roll call, please.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
Trustee Emery.
Yes.
Thank you. Mayor's report. We have District 201 anti-bullying campaign. Come to the podium.
Thank you very much for allowing us to speak tonight. I'm Taylor Parker. This is Laura Verdero and Melanie DeBars, and we're here with our supervisor, Amy Cottram. We are here on behalf of the Westmont Junior High's anti-bullying student leadership team.
We're here to represent the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students of student leadership at Westmont, and we're here to spread the word about our mission. So here's Melanie to tell you about the bracelets.
So one of the main things we try to do is to stop bullying and promote tolerance in our community. So to help that, we have these bracelets here, and we're selling them for $1, and they say "Band Against Bullying." So it's to kind of promote to go against bullying. So if anyone wants to buy one, you can raise your hand or see our supervisor, Amy Quattrone.
And where may people get those bracelets from?
Miss Quattrone will have them.
Okay.
I'll buy one.
Me too.
I'd love to buy one. I'll buy two, actually.
Sold.
Everybody get their dollars out.
Oh, yeah, I got you. I got 5 over here for you.
And we'll get the Village Board
Look at
to
that.
start your guys off, I hope.
You could need another bag. Thank you.
Sorry, I think I got a buck in my wallet.
Okay, keep coming around the board.
That'll work.
Give me two and keep the change.
Okay.
Thank you.
People have been talking about it.
Sue just bought me one because I don't pay her a buck for it.
Keep coming around here too.
Keep coming. I've got a 7th grade daughter who needs one.
Oh, she does, okay.
There we go. Well, thank you. Be glad to wear this.
This way, over here.
And she bought one for me.
Picking
because-
on you.
I've got some right here.
5, please.
Budget cuts.
This is great. And I see you got people in the back who want to
Should
come.
have brought it to you.
See? Okay. Any,
We also wanted to say about the St. Baldrick's event on April 13th. It's to raise money to help kids' cancer. So that will be at the junior high on April 13th.
April 13th at the
Yes.
junior high?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much.
Good job. Thank you.
Very good. Okay, and that's all the mayor had on his list. Clerk?
I just want to remind everybody that we will be closed, Village Hall will be closed Friday. So
Good Friday.
All day?
we'll be here all day. And everybody have a wonderful holiday this weekend.
whatever your religion. So, happy Easter to all.
Attorney?
Just to follow up on a resident question from a recent meeting about whether the village has to hold a referendum as to its home rule status. The resident question whether that should have been at the last primary election. We confirmed our previous communication to you that it has to be held at the next general election per state statute, which is in November.
Okay.
So the village will do that. That's all I have.
Thank you. Manager?
Thank you. Just a couple things I wanted to announce. The dates we set for the upcoming budget workshops. The first one will be Monday, April 9th at 7 p.m. here at the Village Hall. We will videotape all of these. The next one will be 3 p.m. on Saturday, April 14th, and then on Thursday, April 19th at 7 p.m. Here at the Village Hall again. And then I wanted to ask for an executive session on personnel. And then I want to introduce our Public Works Director, Steve May. We mentioned Thursday that we would have our state championship crankers team here this evening. And I'm going to move over here because we've got a video to show here in a few minutes, but I'll let our Public Works Director
thank you.
Explain the situation.
The village or the Public Works Department is a member of more than one professional organization, but in particular the American Water Works Association. We've had a long-time membership with Water Division and members of the Water Division in the Public Works Department. Each year, the Illinois section of the American Water Works Association has a conference, trade show, and also a competition where different teams from voluntarily, but different teams from different communities compete in what's called a water tapping contest. And this is a contest where they actually simulate making a water tap on a live water main, but in a controlled condition in an environment, an auditorium, and everybody uses the same criteria, the same tools, and it's all based on, compete against time as well as safety and thoroughness of the live tap. And we have an example of that too. With us tonight, Mr. Bowie is a trustee with the American Water Works Association, the Illinois section, and he's here to make a presentation this evening.
Good evening. My name is Dennis Bowe. I'm a trustee with the Illinois section, American Water Works Association. Thank you for this opportunity. As Steve mentioned, we had a water main tapping contest at our annual conference on March 21st, and your team, your staff, the Westmont Crankers, took first place. They defeated the perennial favorites from Arlington Heights and from Springfield, and are now eligible to compete at the national level in Dallas in June. Wow. As was mentioned, the contest evaluates teams' performance based on safety, coordination, workmanship, and a host of other attributes that professional water workers exhibit. So to that end, I would like to present this trophy to Mike Ramsey, who is the coach and captain of your team. And as part of that, I would like to thank you, the board, for your support of the American Water Works Association, the Illinois section, and your commitment to provide safe drinking water to your customers. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis.
Gentlemen.
In a minute, we'll have it up, come up, and do you have to do anything, or just come?
I'll just tell you want to show it now.
Okay, you just want to show it now.
Yeah, I guess I'll just say besides the honor of being the state champion, this is also only the second year they competed. They were a very praised rookie team last year, and have improved upon that. We do have a clip from the actual event. They do 2 taps, and is it the best or the average of the 2 times?
It's the best, but this is our second tap, the best tap.
Well, you don't have to tell them that.
But yeah, this will give you an idea what we did. Our first tap was better, and that's what allowed us to win. But this is a good tap also.
And keep it in mind that the water main that they're tapping into is under pressure,
45 feet
underwater. So some of the criteria for the judging is making sure that it's not leaking and things like that too. And you'll see the 3-man team and the different jobs they have, and you'll be amazed at the speed.
I'll try to explain what's going on so you guys get a better understanding of how things are going. Okay, whenever you're ready.
Here we go.
Right here.
Started by Brian Hussey, Frank Volleyball, and
inserting a tap or a bit in right now to make the tap into the water He was able to make a tap in 30 seconds. He made the hole in the main in 30 seconds. Now what they're doing is they're going to take the machine off and switch it over and put a cork in. This is exactly what you do in your water service in your house. They're inserting a cork into the water main now. Brian's putting the cork on right at the end of the pipe. He'll insert it back into the tapping machine. Jimmy's over there flaring the copper. Tony's inserting the cork into the main now. Brian's going to take the machine off. This is where we had a problem, a little bit. Now we're connecting the copper to the main. Cork on the main. Now we're putting the round way together, and on the other end you're inserting the copper onto a water meter. This is where we had a little problem with the round way, so. And the water's on. Time was 2:04. Our winning time was 1:51. So the tap before this we actually did in almost 15 seconds faster. So
Wow.
it was a really good time, and thank all of us are very appreciative. Let us go down there and compete, and thank you again, and root us on for Dallas. Hopefully we can come back with a national title, and who knows after that. Then there's the World Cup after that.
Then you'll be on Leno.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you win there, then you compete against the world. So like in 2010 when it was in Chicago, Amsterdam and England teams came, and the team from Chicago and other teams got to compete against them. So it's a world competition now. So it's kind of fun. So, but thank you again. Thanks again.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
We're proud of you. Those are really cool.
Steve, and we expect to see them like working like that when they come and work at
I know, they're all going to go part-time now because they do everything so fast.
Steve.
While they're taking that photo, I'll just tell you kind of what you were watching. Besides, you saw him cranking on that machine, and he was drilling into a cast iron water main by hand.
That's
So
amazing.
that was done. The tap at the street was at the water main. The round way he was talking about would be the shut-off box that would be out by your property line. And then on the other end, he was putting together the valve that simulated the connection at the home.
Steve, Trustee Scott had a really good idea, and we are all, when you see people who are really, really good at what they do, no matter what the profession is, and for it to be our team that took first in the state. So Trustee Scott had an idea of, you know how football helmets like Ohio State, they get the Buckeyes every time they do something?
Stars.
So there should be some kind of decal to go on our public works trucks, and you can decide what it is, whether it's the wrench, like the red wrench at the end or whatever. And I will have the decals made, and I'll pay for them, so they're not in the budget. But I think people in town need to recognize that we're proud of our team, the Crankers. So I think it was a great idea that Trustee Scott came up with.
Thank you. They did mention that, the longstanding Arlington Heights who had been doing this for many years, and there weren't a lot of teams competing in here. And then since this time, they've been kind of asked to, well, they've shown other teams, they've come over and tutored and practiced together and stuff. And in fact, Downers Grove, our neighbor, in their rookie year did really well, right?
Yeah, we tutored them. We tutored them too well because they came in second place.
So,
You show them what you need to know. And leave it at that. Yeah. We show them too much. They're a really, really good team too, and they'll be there for years to come. So good rivalry going here between Westmont and Downers.
Uh-oh.
and lastly, I'll just say this is, in an auditorium in a controlled environment, and don't expect these results in a 4-foot hole out in the street.
There comes the disclaimer.
A little more
Little
careful
winter.
with it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good job.
Good job.
Thank you, Steve. I just have one other question, Steve. Do we need to amend the budget to put a trophy case expenditure into the budget?
Pretty soon, yeah.
So I did not anticipate the trophy to be quite that large.
Talk about that in the workshop.
Anything for a new building.
Yeah.
Pretty much sits right on Mike Ramsey's desk, right?
Very
you know,
impressive.
We moved the phone off to the side.
The Westmont Center atrium.
There you go.
Great.
Thank you, that's it.
Excellent. Okay, thank you. Okay, now to get back to business here, unfinished business. WSEC, Westmont French Marketplace Street closure. Board to consider an ordinance approving the closure of a portion of Burlington Ave for the 2012 Westmont Special Events Westmont French Marketplace season to include Thursdays in September if weather demands, with a traffic plan to be implemented by village staff. May I have a motion, please?
So moved, Emery.
Approve, Fleming.
Second, Emery.
Okay, may we have roll call, please?
Trustee-
Is there any questions? Okay, no, thank you. Roll call.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Emery.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes. New business. Westmont Special Events Liquor License Waiver. Board to consider an ordinance approving a special events liquor license fee waiver for the special events open house on April 18th, 2012. May I have a motion?
So move Seneca.
Second, Nero.
Okay, any questions? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
Trustee Emery.
Yes.
Arts in the Park, 2012. Board to consider an ordinance approving issuance of a license for amplified sound to the Westmont Park District during the Summer Arts Series consisting of live music, movie screenings, and live theater performance. May I have a motion, please?
So moved, Emery.
Second, Nero.
Okay, any questions? And roll call, please.
Trustee Emery.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
Number 5, variance request for 39 North Cass Avenue. Board to consider ordinances approving requests from West Suburban Funeral Home for the following. A, zoning code variance to increase the number of allowable signs, and B, zoning code variance to increase the maximum gross square footage of signage. Can I
John, do
take
you want
A and
those
B?
separate?
Separate, please.
Separate, okay.
Motion to approve Part A.
Okay.
Second, Seneca.
Any questions?
I just want to comment that, and this is, although it's an increase in the number of allowable signs and an increase in the maximum square footage, it is less than what is currently on there. They're going to bring them down. Okay.
It's currently 130 square feet, that's what they came in at, and the compromise is 66 square feet total for all 3 signs combined.
Right.
That's good. Okay, may we have roll call, please?
Trustee Emery.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
Okay.
Motion to approve Part B.
Second, Nero.
Okay, any questions on B? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Emery.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
And just one note, they have 30 days to comply.
Okay. Variance request, 318 North Washington Street, board to consider an ordinance granting. Oh, I'm. Did I?
Number 6.
Six.
Okay, I'm sorry, I moved everything down. Special use request for 203 North Cass Ave. Board to consider an ordinance approving the following request from K. Clay International, Inc. to operate an office with associated retail and storage in B1 Limited Business District.
Motion to approve both A and B.
Okay,
Can I ask, I
You want
prepared
to
2 separate ordinances.
Oh,
for
okay.
those. Would you mind separating them?
okay. Good reason. Okay, we have a motion with,
For A for a special use permit.
Second, Fleming.
okay. Any questions on that one? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Emery.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Seneca?
Yes.
Trustee Fleming?
Yes.
Okay, B, development permit. May I have a
Motion to approve, Emery.
Ellen?
Second, Scott.
Okay. Any questions? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Emery?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Seneca?
Yes. Sorry.
Sorry. Trustee Klebanow?
Yes.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Trustee Fleming?
Yes.
Okay, now we're in 7. Variance request, 318 North Washington Street. Board to consider an ordinance granting a zoning code variance request from John and Karen McCurry to allow an encroachment into a required side yard setback.
Motion to approve, Seneca?
Second, Emery.
Okay, is there any questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Trustee Seneca?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Fleming?
Yes.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow?
Yes.
Trustee Emery?
Yes.
Special use request, 251 West Ogden Ave. Board to consider an ordinance granting a special use request from Coles Garden Center with Suburbanite Bowl, Inc. to allow an open sales lot to continue for 5 years.
Motion to approve, Emery.
Second, Nero.
Any questions? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Emery?
Yes.
Did you say yes? I'm sorry, I didn't
It's
hear you.
okay. Yes.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Trustee Fleming?
Yes.
Trustee Seneca?
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow?
Yes. Okay, number 9, zoning code text amendment. Board to consider an ordinance approving a text amendment to allow for updates to the sign code.
Motion to approve, Emery.
Second, Nero.
Any questions? If not, roll call, please.
Trustee Emery?
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow?
Yes.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Fleming?
Yes.
Trustee Seneca?
Yes.
Okay, Class 2 liquor license, Bakersfield Restaurant. Board to consider an ordinance increasing the number of available Class 2 liquor license by 1 to accommodate a liquor license request from Bakersfield Restaurant, LLC, DBA, Bakersfield Restaurant, located at 330 East Ogden Avenue.
Motion to approve, Seneca?
Second, Emery.
Any questions? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Seneca?
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow?
Yes.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Trustee Fleming?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Emery?
Yes.
Kurtz Ambulance Amendment. Board to consider an ordinance approving an amendment to the Kurtz Ambulance Agreement.
Motion approved, Scott.
Second, Emery.
Any questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow?
Yes.
Trustee Emery?
Yes.
Trustee Seneca?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Fleming?
Yes.
International Governmental Agreement, Tri-State Fire Department, or Fire District. Board to consider an ordinance approving an intergovernmental agreement with the Tri-State Fire District in regard to maintenance and repairs of the Westmont Fire Department's vehicles, apparatuses, and equipment.
Motion to approve, Emery.
Second, Scott.
Any questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Trustee Emery?
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow?
Yes.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Trustee Fleming?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Seneca?
Yes.
Mosquito Management Program. Board to consider an ordinance extending the current contract with Clark Environmental Mosquito Management, Inc. for 2012 through 2014.
Motion to approve, Emery.
Second, Nero.
Any questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Trustee Emery?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Fleming?
Yes.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow?
Yes.
Trustee Seneca?
Yes.
Number 14, proclamation. Now acknowledging Arbor Day. Board to consider a proclamation proclaiming April 27th, 2012 as Arbor Day in the village of Westmont, and I'll read the proclamation. Proclamation, celebrate Arbor Day. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the National Board of Agriculture that special day to be set aside for planting trees, and whereas this holiday called Arbor Day was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska, and whereas Arbor Day is now observed in the village of Westmont throughout the nation and the world, and whereas trees are a renewable resource, reduced erosion, cut heating costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, provide habitat for wildlife, increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas and beautify our community, and whereas the Village of Westmont has been recognized as a Tree City USA for 16 consecutive years, planting on average of over 100 trees annually, and whereas the trees in our village increase property values, enhance the economic viability of business areas, and beautify our community, and whereas the Village of Westmont has been recognized as Tree City USA for 16 consecutive years, now therefore I, William Ron Mayor, the Village of Westmont, do hereby proclaim April 27, 2012 as Arbor Day in the Village of Westmont, and urge all citizens to celebrate Arbor Day and to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands. May I have a motion, please?
So moved, Seneca.
Second, Emery?
Any questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Trustee Seneca?
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow?
Yes.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Trustee Fleming?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Emery?
Yes.
Okay. Employee Assistance Program Perspectives. Board to consider an ordinance approving an agreement with the West Central Municipal Conference to contract with Perspectives and EAP service provider. We were asked to put this, postpone this, so may I have a motion to postpone?
To the next set of meetings.
Right.
So move, Scott.
Second, Emery?
Any questions? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Trustee Fleming?
Yes.
Trustee Seneca?
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow? Yes. Trustee Emery?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Finance Ordinance Number 23.
We have before us on the second day of April 2012, a finance ordinance in the amount of $572,568.62.
Motion to approve, Seneca?
Second, Emery?
Any questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Trustee Seneca?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Fleming?
Yes.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow?
Yes.
Trustee Emery?
Yes.
Purchase orders.
Motion to approve a purchase order for $27,840.
Second, Emery?
Any questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Trustee Fleming?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Emery?
Yes.
Trustee Seneca?
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow?
Yes. Okay, we have a request for executive session. So may I have a motion for personnel? May I have a motion for executive?
So moved, Emery?
Second, Nero.
Okay. Again, this is for personnel. Roll call, please.
Trustee Emery?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Fleming?
Yes.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow?
Yes.
Trustee Seneca?
Yes.
Okay, well, before we adjourn, I want to wish everybody in Westmont a blessed Easter to all this weekend. Thank you very much. We're adjourned to executive session.
Very nice.